Hey guys, Trackline here on my Prot Warrior. I just posted a few new macros and they all work for the latest update, so I thought I'd post a video for you. I have a link down below if you want to copy and paste all the macros, or if you have the Impulse add-on, you can come up here, click Impulse, and just choose your modifier and their macros will go straight to your hotbar. Or go to the Actions tab and sift through all their macros and then go straight to your macro tab. I of course have all the links down below to my Bartender and all my other add-ons. Everyone always asks about add-ons, so yeah, all the add-ons and macros you see in the video, I have links for everything in the description for you guys. So the first macro I tested was a Mouseover for my Taunt, which looks like this: / cast bracket target equals Mouseover, harm, exist, no dead taunt. And if you want to put something else in there like Intercept or whatever, you can just switch it here and leave that semicolon in between. So how this type of macro works is if you just have a single target with nobody else moused over, it'll always go on your single target, just like this. As you can see, he's taunted. But if I want to keep my current target and taunt somebody else, I can just do that by mousing over them and clicking the macro, just like this. So now he's taunted, as you can see. So yeah, this is a really nice macro for a lot of your abilities. It just depends how you play, but I like to use it for Taunt, Intercept, and those type of abilities. Or CCs, interrupts, a lot of your damaging spells on a lot of your classes. This type of macro works well for it. Next up is a focus intercept macro, which looks like this: / cast bracket target equals focus, exist, no dead intercept. And just like the last one, you can switch it here and here, leave that semicolon. So how this macro works is if you just have a single target with no focused target at all, it's always going to work on your single target, just like this. But let's say you do have a focus. This dummy will be on my focus now, and on this UI the focus is right here. So as you can see me switching it, that's my focus. Now that I do have a focus, it's always going to go on my focus rather than my single, just like this. So no focus always goes on the single, and then focus always goes on the focus. So I also have a setup for my taunt just to show you. So if I want to taunt this focus over here, simply taunt them. Or if this is my focus now, do whatever you want. So you can, as you can see, this is a really nice macro. If you want to have no target or no focus target, you can just do whatever you want on them. All your abilities are going to work on your single. Or if you quickly need to switch to a different target, or you have a focus target in mind, you can just simply cast your abilities on them. Really just depends on your playstyle, how you want to use this type of macro. Some people use it for a lot of their abilities, and then some just have it for a few, like their intercept, things like that. And of course, this type of macro for like intercept will also work on friendlies. So if you have a friendly as your focus, it's going to work perfectly fine on them. And also, if you want to get your focus on off your people quicker, I have a macro for that right here. And you can just copy and paste that, and I'll show you, give you a brief tutorial on it. So if you just want to put someone on your focus real quick, you just simply mouse over them and put them on your focus by clicking it. Or let's say this person's on my, or this dummy's on my focus, and I want to put this grunt on my focus real quick, just double click, mouse over them like that. So if you want to quickly switch targets, all you gotta do is mouse over them and double click, because it'll take them off and then put the new person on. You can do a few other things like single targets, doesn't matter. Nothing really switches. And yeah, so I recommend just playing around with it and see if you like the macro. And the last macro I tested today was a modifier for my shield slam and my shield block, which looks like this: / cast bracket modifier alt, shield block, semicolon, shield slam. And if you never used a modifier before, you can switch out the alt for something like shift or control, if that's easier for you. And what you put before the semicolon is what you're modifying. So here's the macro on my key right here. As you can see, if I just hit it normally, it's going to be my shield slam. But if I hold down alt and hit the same key, it's going to be my shield block, just like that. So as you can see, you just quickly switch between them at your will. You just have to hold down alt real quick and hit it, and then you can let go. Yeah, so this type of macro is really nice because, you know, if you want to save on interface space, you can have more spells per keys on your hotbar, which is pretty nice. And more importantly, say you're really good with a certain set of keys, like the A key and keys around the A, just as an example, or you can set up modifier macros for those keys instead of trying to get good with keys you're not good at, like the number keys or keys on the opposite side of your keyboard, or like on the right side. So yeah, you become a little more efficient with your keys by using modifier macros like that. Alright guys, well that's the last macro I tested today for the Prot Warrior. If you want to see more Prot Warrior macros, just drop a like on the video and I'll know you enjoyed it and I'll make more for you guys. Have a good one.